Okay, is YouTube finally working now? Like, it did not wanna pop up the stream at all. For the last 5 minutes, I hate when it does that. Anyway, hello folks, happy Sunday. We are back with some more Ninja Gaiden 4. Yesterday was kinda weird, because I did a lot of stuff, and I meant to come back last night for more NG4 after having done 2 bosses in a row, or 3 if you count the extra surprise one round, where we fought Kagachi as Ryu, and then we fought the real mastermind behind the Dark Dragon having come back, or at least half of him anyway. And it's a greater fiend by the name of Achilles. Yes, they literally gave him the name of the Greek hero. They didn't even try to come up with a different name like they've done with all the past fiends. Yeah, and basically bog standard demon with a scythe, nothing too special about him. And I warned previously that I suspected that the weird nerd character with the thick rimmed glasses, tacky hair, and other get-ups he was wearing was going to pull a switcheroo. I mean, if his crazy dialogue wasn't a probable I've learned from video games and anime many times that the over-eccentric nerd, or at least the geek-looking character, is going to be somebody off. Either he's just a classic, stereotypical nerd character, or he's somebody with something to hide and is kind of out to lunch. Like, I've learned, it's like ever since Aizen and Bleach, that's kind of been kind of a bit of a one, you're either Uryu or you're Aizen, or you're somewhere in the middle. I don't know. Basically, I called it, and it happened, and we beat the guy's ass. Both as Yakumo and in the flashback, starting flashback level of Ryu. Yeah, they literally went from beating his ass with Yakumo from 1 minute to beating him as Ryu in a flashback the other. And of course, I started the Ryu section, but due to going out for dinner that evening so suddenly, I could not finish that whole chapter that I had started as Ryu, and I had to basically cut it short and just restart where I left off in whatever checkpoint the game gives me. And of course, I went in a whole giant 15-minute rant about how Team Ninja's current leadership has been utterly clueless when it comes to managing Ninja Gaiden 4. Like, I'm enjoying the game, I'm liking the game, but when it comes to other things that were already written down for them 20 years ago, it's like they get one thing right, but then they go out of their way and do 5 other things wrong, inexcusably. And in this case, it's like they advertised Ryu in the game. They showed him being played in the game. So where the fuck is he? Oh yeah, he's only in like 4 chapters or so out of the game. And it's like, yeah, they clearly wanted this to be the Devil May Cry 4 of the franchise, where we can branch out with other characters, which I'm perfectly on board with. I've been screaming for Ninja Gaiden games featuring other characters that deserve it, like Ayane. But in the case of Ryu, it's like, say what you will of Devil May Cry 4 and how inexcusably rushed it was by Capcom. At the very least, they tried to balance out the time spent with both characters. Whereas here in NG4, Ryu feels like a complete afterthought. He's better in this game than he ever was in 3. I will say, because they don't have the stupid-ass molasses as slow speed steel on bone shit, and he has all of his spells, but he only has one weapon, and that's the Dragon Sword. And I also explained how him being playable in New Game Plus for the whole game does not mean anything to me because he is stuck with just one bare bones playstyle. There's no Eclipse Scythe, there's no Enma Sword, there's no nunchuck flails, Kasarigamas, Falcon's Talons, nothing. It's just the Dragon Sword again. They did not learn from Ninja Gaiden 3 in that respect, and to throw extra insult into the wound, the legendary Black Falcon bonus costume you get from the deluxe edition is not the original 1 and 2 version of the leather costume. It's the Ninja Gaiden 3 version of the costume, with the dumb as all hell red veiny right arm. Yeah, why? Why is that there? It's like they want to. It's like, yeah, it's like they're conflicted on whether, yeah, we know people hate Ninja Gaiden 3 and consider it a complete embarrassment to the franchise, but we really want to keep, insulting the intelligence of our franchise of our audience by reminding people of it, by putting out a version of a costume that isn't the one people actually like, and instead having it complete with the plot MacGuffin of that game. And it's like, fuck off. Nobody liked that game, Team Ninja. Get over it. Your attempt at trying to cash in on cinema slop with that game failed. And the only reason people even like Razor's Edge is because Koei Tecmo basically forced you to get back to work and overhaul that game. So yeah, I'm not very happy with how they ultimately treated Ryu. I think he plays good, I like that, but the fact that he is such an afterthought in the game, honestly is crushing, to say the least. Now, I'm not on the camp of Ninja Gaiden fans that think 4 is an irredeemable abortion, because I don't think it is. I think it's a good game, a woefully overpriced game, but a good game in and of itself. I still think it has enough to still fit, although I do have problems with the story to an extent, namely how it all got organized. Like, really? Tokyo has been under siege for, what, years? Where did the timeline in this franchise go? Especially after, how we've seen the place in previous games. And it does feel like a whole other game happened and we never got to play it. But on the other hand, I'm also tangentially agree with the hardcore camp in that Ryu was not given enough attention to balance the game out. And of course, as I said, Team Ninja is like barely competent, and I maintain the position that Platinum was only hired because Koei Tecmo could not trust them with the franchise anymore, because, it's like, look at Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, where it was just a repaint of Sigma 2 with even more content chopped away. And I really, really believe that the chuckle fucks who have been in charge of the franchise since Sigma 2 need to be replaced at long last, because they've not done nearly as adequate a job as I wish they did. The game's not horrible. I like it. It's just, for every couple of things it does right, it bafflingly repeats the same mistakes of 3 and lesser versions of previous games all over again. And that's what frustrates me about it. Flare Shadow, so that's a returning demon from Ninja Gaiden 1. So that's nice. And Dark Dragon Incident, that was the event that was okay, so they gave it the okay, so instead of Dark Dragon Blade Incident, it's Dark Dragon Incident minus the blade part. So apparently this happened several years ago, they're saying. I don't like that. I don't like that they just said, "Oh yeah, Tokyo's been a graveyard for years now." Kind of puts the timeline of the DOA and Ninja Gaiden universe into question, especially since, you know, we've seen Tokyo in other games. I recall that the first two Xbox ones were basically set technically before the events of the original Nintendo 3 Nintendo games, and yet Tokyo looked perfectly fine there. So how the heck do you go from this to that? It's like, I get that that Ninja Gaiden and DOA is very much a over the top fantasy verse, but do you have any idea how much time and resources would probably be spent to repair and rebuild that entire monstrosity of a city? Especially what we've seen of it. It's like, it would take decades. I also think that they should remake the original NES games. I mean, still have them available, make them available to replay, yes, but I think I kind of would like to see them redone and, in new ways, especially since the blonde girl from 2, Sonia, is supposedly the ginger in the original games that Ryu marries and becomes betrothed to. Heck, there was even an anime OVA for Ninja Gaiden made way back in the 90s, which, honestly, release that in English already. It's been too long. Okay, so the Fanged Gate. Sayori, freed from the influence of Achilles, accompanies Ryu in a journey of atonement to seal away parts of the Dark Dragon and ensorcel. I have never seen that word in my life. So, not sure what that word is. Ensorcel powerful beings as their wardens. Ryu, dashing through infested waterways to hunt one such being, senses Sayori's struggle with the crushing guilt of her past. So we technically started this level, but we never finished it because I had to go off to dinner last night. And yep, just Dragon Sword. Nothing else. Much to my complete and utter disappointment in Team Ninja. Okay, so this was the checkpoint that they stopped me at. I don't see anything here to get. Doesn't take me up. Nope. So let's go do this again. And there was a fork in the road previously. Lives of 1,000 Gods, I remember getting that, and we got health boost as a result. Yay. Ow. I've been having a lot of trouble reading that demon parry pattern. Okay. I know there's a fork in the road around here. They want us to go down there, right? But, I'm not gonna go down directly. Okay, they want us to dive into the portal. Okay. That I get, so we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go over here. So, left or right? Let's try left. A lowly, unguarded chest. Got an elixir. Okay, so now let's go to the other one. An apocalypse gate. Okay. So this... What do we got? Mirage Gleam Form. Anything else here other than the... Did I call it an apocalypse gate again? I keep doing that. I mean to say purgatory, but for whatever reason, my brain keeps wanting to say that instead. I have brain damage. So we teamed up with Sayori, so Ryu teamed up with Sayori to basically get this whole situation under control. Okay. Bow, bow. Bow, bow. Meow, 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 meow. Yeah, I'll save my money. Okay, what are we fighting? Beans. I really, really, really hate the fiends with the freaking baseball bats, man. They're so annoying. Fuck off. It would be nice to have the Lunar Staff or the Kusarigama to manage the crowds, but nope, just Dragon Sword. Because Team Ninja are lazy, and they don't learn from their mistakes. They adamantly refuse to, no matter how many times we yell at them. Ah, I got two of them at once. Nice. What? We're fighting DDO? Since when? Wait, aren't I technically on their side? Yeah, sure, okay. Okay, I'm losing to the freaking shockwave attack again. Cool. I hated wasting my my health stuff, but that was cool. Freaking blade clash, and of course it didn't stop him. Ryu just cleaved right through it and split him in half. I can't say I've ever seen that before, where you get a blade clash and then it just, well, fails at his expense. The boss's expense, I mean. Okay, so we did the thing. New weapon skill that can be unlocked. Sure. Ugh. I hate that they brought this abomination they deigned to call the legendary Black Falcon back. Ugh. Complete and utter disgust. Oh, look at that, the Blade of the Archfiend. Yeah, they made a skin for the dragon sword. Blade of Evil, once wielded by Genshin, leader of the Black Spider clan before his death. Yeah, he was like the main rival in NG2, much like how Doku was in NG1. Yeah, he was a very cool boss. I liked him a lot. Even compared to the Dragon Sword, the bite of this dark blade is second to none. Let's just take a look at it, just to see. It looks cool. I will freely admit. The Archfiend blade has always been one of the cooler swords in the game, in the series. But I'm going to stick with the default for now. Okay, so we're jumping into a portal again. After I get what's over in this chest. I definitely need another elixir because I used it. Okay, where are we? Oh, it's the shark again. So wait, the shark fiend was a guardian after all, huh? Funny how he seemed to keep going from one place to the other when you think he'd be bound to one spot. Ow. At least that obnoxious disco lighting shit isn't happening again, thank God. Oh, come on, I got grabbed. Wouldn't be a Ninja Gaiden game without an obnoxious grab attack. Well, damn. Talk about filleting a fish.
Fiend has been purged.
Purged and subdued. As the shrine's warden, it should keep the seal well protected.
Yeah. It did perhaps a too good of a job.
The next, I suppose.
Considering it came back to eat Sayori as a petty vengeance. Oh god, I miss playing as Ryu so much. I just wish he was treated better. Way better. And I got head ninja ranking, so that makes me happy. I'll take the little wins here and there, I suppose. And apparently there is a DLC planned for this game called Two Masters, which is supposed to give Ryu and Yakumo new weapons, but they're not really... They have not explained much about what it is. 16, 17, 18, 19. So there's 3 more chapters after this. And that was considerably shorter than any of the levels with Yakumo. Way shorter. So it's I guess we might end up doing the entirety of Ryu's stuff in one stream. Or two, two if you count the other one where I fought Achilles as him immediately after beating his ass as Yakumo, so I don't know. I have to say, the pacing in Ninja Gaiden 4 is considerably weird by comparison to the previous games. It's like some levels go on a little too long in my opinion. Considerably so. To the point where it kind of felt like did they, was the game shorter than originally planned and they had to stretch it, and they felt the need to stretch it out? I don't know. Because some levels that I would have felt would have moved on to a different kind of area, just kept on going.
District. Follow this path straight ahead.
That felt satisfying, I will say. Wish it was done better justice, but still better than NG3. Anything's better than NG3. I mean, how bad of a game do you have to be to the point that you have to basically be completely overhauled and utterly replaced by a different version of the game? Like, not even because out of laziness, but because you were basically forced to. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden 3 was basically the opposite of Devil May Cry 3, where 3 was an already good game made better with a re-release that was more or less made as an apology because some jackass fucked up the difficulty in the Japanese to American release, where normal got turned to hard, and as a consolation they were like, hey, here's more stuff to make it better, and well, Special Edition 3 basically became the default, whereas Ninja Gaiden 3 default was so bad they had to go back and utterly change a lot. But yeah, seriously, Koei Tecmo needs to get their act together and utterly restructure Team Ninja at this point, because they're hopeless without somebody like Itagaki to keep them in line. But of course, Toei bears a giant chunk of the blame for not honoring the contract they had with him by giving him his bonuses. And of course, wanting to change the series of DOA and NG in a direction that, in hindsight, wasn't great. And the series has suffered as a result. Like, they wanted to really get rid of, like, the sexual identity of Dead or Alive because they wanted so badly to fit in with the FGC. But of course, the FGC never respected them anyway, so it's like, great job, Team Ninja, Koei, you sacrificed your franchise's identity that the fans liked to appeal to people who are never going to like your series anyway. Which, frankly, that is a problem with video games right now. Where they try to appeal to a magical modern audience that doesn't exist, thinking that they'll get more money out of it. Only, that's not what happened. If anything, they completely pushed away their already existing fan base to appeal to people who are never fucking interested. Capcom and Square Enix are also guilty of this. Well, we're here again. Deja vu. Okay, they want to go here, so what's over here? Purgatory Gate, just like the last time. Just like the last time. So, who are we fighting? What do you got, Muramasa? Mission. Oh, there's more missions, is there? Well, we'll get to that when we get to that, eventually. Get rid of the whole horde. Oh, the Fiend from 2. Fire breath and all, they brought him back. Still going, huh? Come on, you bastard. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me! Smoking sexy style execution. I love it. I love it. Wish it was better, but I love it all the same. Damn it, I flubbed it. Okay, we apparently got some missions. Execute the monstrosities from Ayane. Ayane is not in the game enough, and I wish she was playable. We need a playable Ayane game, guys. We really do. She has more than deserved it at this point. Hey Ninja, for once in your goddamn existence, do something right and out of your comfort zone and get us an Ayane and Momiji game. I'll fund it on Kickstarter if I have to. Well done, Master Ryu. Payment has been sent your way. Divine Dragon Order may be better equipped than typical soldiers, but they're still no match for the likes of fiends or demons. I think our services will still be needed for some time. No shit. Execute the rampant monstrosities. I've received word of a request for your services, Master Ryu. There are reports of creatures attacking civilians in Sky City, Tokyo. Please handle them as you work to establish the seal in this area. Hayabusa Texts, Volume 1. Interesting. There's the drones. Low-res fog. Wait, what? Why are they pointing back down over there? Huh? I don't get it. What is over there? I don't know. The game is being weird. I hate the lanterns. They are the new version of the fish in this game. Get out of here. Oh, now the thing is working. Make up your mind, game. What are you doing? What do you want? There's something over there. Something very weird looking. Ew. What did we get? Fatal Flash, Gleam Form. Thousand Gods. Health boost. Nice. Very nice. Can't complain about that. Anything else around here? Nope. So, wait, they want us to go there, but there's stuff over on the right over there. I don't remember this. I don't remember this layout at all. Either that or I'm misremembering. Get off me. Nothing here. Possibly stuff over here. Yes, in fact. I have no memory of this place. If this did exist as part of Yakumo's part of the campaign, I sadly don't remember.
Looks like the DDO is starting to beef up security in the area.
Must be Kagachi's work.
Probably. But there shouldn't be any patrols stationed around the shrine itself. He told me that he wanted to make sure not to get in your way.
2 shrines remain. Let's move.
Unless it isn't, and this was strictly for Ryu, at least for this anyway. No, it wasn't, because I remember that area right down there. So I don't know if that side area ever did exist as part of Yakumo's side, or maybe it did and I just never noticed. Can I do anything, please, game? Thank you. Well, if that little side bit back there did exist, I will definitely keep an eye out next time when I play the game again. Most likely, assuming there's any bonus costumes, which I hope there are, otherwise I'll be very disappointed because it would suck if it is just deluxe edition shit. Because Lord knows the games industry has been very annoying with regards to ripping out what should be unlocks in the game and making it DLC for no reason other than just to slack off on preserving games and making chump change. Okay, so the fiends and the demons are fighting each other. They don't like they're not on the same team. Or yokai or whatever. Uh-oh. Goodbye. Okay. Let's go back the other way and see what's there. A lowly chest, unguarded. Seriously, there's no need for those annoying yellow planks. The wall with the lights is good enough. Team Ninja and Platinum Games really thought that going overboard with the yellow paint was a good idea. It's like the game's not that hard to navigate anyway. It's like it's rated M, and yet I swear they think we're age 7 sometimes. Are you joking? You know, just for that. That's what they get. That's what they get for that humiliation. That's right. I can be petty when I want to. Hey. Something down there. Nope. I thought they were gonna give me a regular health bomb, but nope, it was just a rebirth that I don't need. Eesh, the city has seen better days. That looks cool. I barely do the gleam form stuff with L2, but would be worth trying out. It's not like the money's going to be used for anything else, so I might as well just use it to resupply. Luna, Chris says, how's it going? Pretty good, just chillaxing, streaming some Ninja Gaiden 4, not much else. There's the red light district again. We're gonna be fighting the Fox Lady again. There's the Ninja Gaiden 2 boss theme again. Ooh, that's a new one. He never did that to the purple demon in NG2. Okay. I'm enjoying playing, heard about it, but never played it myself. I'm enjoying it. I personally don't think it is as good as the first two Ninja Gaiden games, but it is certainly better than the third one from 2012. It's just, still, while I have problems with it, it is nice to have Ninja Gaiden come back in some way, shape, or form. In fact, any hack and slash game that doesn't gimp itself into being a clone of Dark Souls is a welcome return in my book. Okay, this is definitely a new area, because I do not remember playing this as Yakumo earlier in the game. Either that or the lighting just makes it look different, and it actually is the same. I own other games. I definitely play other games. In fact, this is the first Ninja Gaiden game I've played on my channel in general. Okay, so we got stuff there. Go up here. What other games have I played? In terms of genre, it kind of depends, but most of it either ranges from various flavors of action games, from hack and slash to action RPG, first and third person shooter, give or take. Zenless Zone Zero, I've been playing a lot of. Monster Hunter. Several Star Wars games of various kinds. this or that. Depends on what I'm feeling. I don't really plan for any of these ahead of time. I kind of just pick what I want and then main it until I've either beaten it or need a break from it. Like Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, I have not beaten that one. That one is still incomplete. I'll get to it eventually. Devil May Cry I like a lot. Splat. Sure. Go ahead and ask. But please no segueing into missions or anything. I've had more than enough random users doing that, and I'm very sick of it. So please don't. Because everyone who asks, segues into that, and I am out of patience for that. Okay, now we're back in the red light district. Okay. I called it a little too early. Okay. I guess that was it. Well, back here again. Well, back to the past here anyway. So, same thing. Going here. No, they blocked that off. No. Wait, was that always blocked, or am I imagining things? Uh-oh. Suicide. Well, I tried to get away. Didn't work. Maybe I should have thrown the ninja stars at him or something. We're going there, so let's get this, whatever it is. Go there. So, okay. What did I get? Reflect. What is that? Perfect block triangle. Strike quickly after a successful parry block, knocking an enemy off balance. Nice. I needed that. I needed that bigly. still keeping an eye out for that side mission Ayani gave me, but it doesn't look like it's popping up. Yeah, I've been keeping an eye out for it, and nothing's happened. So I don't know where it is. Because we're already close to the boss area, and just like with previous areas with Yakumo, I've kept my eyes peeled and nothing happened. Well, wherever it was, I missed it because nothing happened. It's like I went from left to right, up, center, no sign of where that side mission was. And I've kept my eyes peeled. I don't know where it is. And frankly, I'm at the end of the level, so at this point, fuck it. I'll figure it out later on my own time, I guess. Hello again, Foxy Lady. Or would this technically be the first time, since it's... Oh, I used those power-ups for nothing.
Unharmed, I see. Good.
I'm fine. Thanks. Why do you care? Everyone else wants me dead, and I don't blame them either. So much suffering, and it's all my fault.
You were being used by Achilles. Nothing more.
But I...
Come. There's still work to be done.
Yeah, Ryu is basically Ninja Master Chief. When he speaks, it's with, purpose and a reason behind it. That's what's, the stoic hero. But when he wants you dead, he'll make it known. If Ninja Gaiden 1 was any indication. And then in Ninja Gaiden 2, it was basically like, yeah, business as usual. With a couple of soliloquies here and there. Well, I guess my hunch was correct. It was another sock puppet account trying to badger me about commissioning them because Luna Chris is gone. It's like after a point, it's like pattern recognition. It's like, can I ask you something after asking me all the other break the ice questions? It's like, yeah, I know what you're doing. Quit while you're ahead. I'm not Asmongold. I'm not Tectone. I have a million other problems to worry about. I'm just a dude who's minding his own business on his little corner of the internet. I'm not swimming in dough to go up there like all those other content creators. Especially when a lot of it is in the thousands of dollars, and I'm certainly not artistically talented enough to do it myself, nor do I have any of the equipment to do it, so I'm kind of just there, to be honest. "17, Howling Ravine. And this is probably the last level for Ryu because we've gone to basically every major area except the Dragon's Maw. I'm willing to bet.
Our last stop.
Yep.
Is this where our demon is?
Yeah, but he's not alone. This place is crawling with them.
Yeah, they said 3 levels in previous reviews I heard, so this is the last one for Ryu, not counting New Game Plus. And I won't count New Game Plus because, again, Ryu is stuck with just one form of combat, Dragon Sword and 4 Nimpos. That's it. He doesn't have anything else. So even if you did want to go through New Game Plus to do a whole bunch of stuff like you would in previous games like 2, well, big problem. You can't, because there is nothing else. That's what's frustrating about it. Really frustrating about it, and really harms the replayability in my eyes. I mean, I had that very same problem with Stellar Blade, but even Stellar Blade had the good sense to, at the very least, have multiple costumes to somewhat remedy that problem. There's a Purgatory Gate, and I never found where that special demon or whatever it was for Ayane in the previous level, so I'm gonna have to find it on my own time, I guess. And besides, it's probably just going to be like, oh, regular enemy you fought a million times here or there anyway, so it's... Honestly, it's not like I think I'm missing much, or anyone will, to be honest. Unlike the Oniwaka one, which was unique into of itself. Don't have enough credits. No. Ah, tangos. What the? Oh, you can't interrupt the block, the grab anymore. Yeah, in Ninja Gaiden 2, you could interrupt the grab of the bigger fiends, but now you can't anymore. They removed that, which is honestly disappointing. I mean, it doesn't take as much health off in normal mode. I can only imagine how much it would be in Master Ninja, though, but seems kind of silly that they would take that away, to be honest. Again, Team Ninja, why are you removing shit that was perfectly fine in the past? Stop doing that. It's annoying as fuck. You have no excuse. I am good on resources, surprisingly. Yeah, it was Sky City, Tokyo, and I have no idea where it was. And Ayana's not giving me anything else. So, I don't know where it was. So I'm gonna have to look it up on my own time another time, and look at that, we're already in the battle arena from earlier as Yakumo, so either they just gave up and skipped us right to the end, or there's going to be more. I don't know. We'll figure it out, I guess. No, there can't be any more, because look. Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Off with his head. Yep, they skipped us right to the end. They completely cut the level short. Then again, Ryu probably did not go destroying holy statues like Yakumo did, so... Dog Boy probably has no reason to be angry at him. Oh, hold on. Sorry, Mom was asking me a food question, and, well, it interrupted the flow. Oh, I thought I could counter him with the flame. Didn't work. Oh, I thought I could counter him. I couldn't do it.
So this is it. We've subdued the last demon and performed the final ritual. The seal on the Dark Dragon is now complete.
It'll have to do. The Hayabusa ninja can never fully vanquish the Dark Dragon. No matter how many times I kill him, he always returns. Only a master ninja of the Raven clan can send the dragon to his true grave. But no such ninja has answered the call. Sealing the dragon was our only choice.
Ryu, I think I'm finally able to start forgiving myself. I'm still alive, which means there's still time for me to fix things. I doubt we'll meet again soon, but be safe, okay?
Now, wait a minute. I have a problem. If Ryu knew the whole time that the Raven clan was capable of killing the dragon, and of course, as we know in hindsight, one did, Yakumo, why the fuck were they getting in his way the whole time? It's like, okay, if he knew and everyone else knew, why the hell did they even bother trying to stop him? That makes no fucking sense, man. I mean, I get it. You need a plot for the video game to happen so you can go and kill shit, but no. That makes no bloody sense. You knew that was going to happen. You saw Yakumo doing what he was doing. and yet you sent 1,001 stormtroopers to go after him anyway. Honestly, yeah. Whoever wrote this game story, never let him touch a pen and pencil ever again. Do I hate it? No. But do I think this is very bad writing? Unfortunately, yes. Well, 2 chapters left. So we're probably going back to Yakumo. Present day, yup. We are back in... Or are we? Well, there he is. Poor Sayori. We are still playing as Ryu. Okay, so there is more happening. Okay. I just realized we only ever fought Ryu once as Yakumo, and they were really building up to that fight, and it hasn't happened ever again, so maybe it will. Well, we've done the 3 flashback levels, 2 of which were longer than the last, so... Yeah, I have problems with the game. And it's like, yeah, for everyone, there's another one, but yeah, do I dislike NG4? No, I've had a lot of fun with it. I really have. It's still fun to play. I like the combat for the most part. Ryu feels good, Yakumo feels good, I like all the bloodshed that happens, but, yeah, I don't like how off-balanced the shared game time is between the two, and Ryu especially got the worst of it because his weapon variety is pitiful, just like how it was in NG3. And I also have a problem with the game's story with regards to the fact that, okay, so they were aware that the Raven clan was an important piece of the puzzle, and by the time someone finally did answer the Call of Duty, which of course was Yakumo, why didn't Ryu or Kagachi or anyone just say, hey, you're doing the thing that we haven't been able to do, you're stepping up, you're clearly powerful enough to help get the job done, so want to team up? It's like, why didn't they just do that to begin with? It's like if they had just, they saw what he was doing, and it was like, okay, he's clearly actually doing what we've been needing to happen for years, centuries even. So, hey, why aren't we giving him a welcome mat? Instead, we just sent 1,001 of our sword-wielding cannon fodder to go and die needlessly. And Kagachi, of course, got severely wounded also. So it's like, okay, one big guy is out of commission, as far as we know. I don't think Kagachi's dead. I didn't get the impression he was dead, but he was severely wounded. But, well, who knows? Who knows anything? It's like, honestly, Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2's plots were, of course, paper thin. but they were easy to understand video game plots. Kill the, big bad demons and evil ninjas and shit. Go kill them, save the world and the girl. That standard action hero stuff. Then in Ninja Gaiden 3, Team Ninja went and kvetched about, we want to make a serious story because Ryu is a dark hero. We want to really, go on a great moral journey with him. And of course, the story was utter trite, pretentious shit that completely was at odds with Ninja Gaiden as a game and with Ryu as a character. And I fucking hate it. And now you have 4 where, it's not nearly as pretentious as 3, and thank God for that. It's like, you stay in your lane and know what you're good at, but at the same time, it's not very good. I don't think. I mean, it does have its strong moment. It does have its moments, especially with the banter with Sayori and how Yakumo slowly kind of started getting out of his shell a bit after being Mr. Grimm for much of the game. And Ryu is pretty fine. He still looks and acts like he should. But the whole impetus for this whole plot just seems kind of overcomplicated with the whole, demon resurrected Dark Dragon. And apparently it's happened several times already, not just what happened in NG1 and Dragon Sword. So it feels almost like another game happened in between that we completely missed. And this whole, like I said, Raven Clan was an important piece, but none of them have been willing or able to do it until finally one shows up, and it's like and they get in his way and he's murdering everyone on their side. So it's like why didn't you freaking talk to him? Why didn't you send Yakumo an invite and be like, hey, if you're doing what we think you're doing, we're gonna need your help. Instead, they just got in his way and let him slaughter everyone on their own team. So it's it leaves me scratching my head what they were thinking. However, I'm going to save the last 2 levels for a separate stream later on, because I think we've reached the very tail end of the game where it's like, okay, let's hold off until then. I'm going to go take a break, get a bite to eat. I do have a massage appointment in 2 hours, so I probably won't have time to do another stream just yet, so it'll likely be this evening if all goes according to plan and nothing gets in the way again. So, that was a whole stream for the flashback levels with Ryu. I enjoyed playing as Ryu greatly, I really did, but the stench of Ninja Gaiden 3's nonsensical streamlining is still sadly reared its ugly head, and they clearly did not know how to balance the game out well enough like Devil May Cry 4 and 5 did, which sucks, especially made inexcusable by the lack of weapon variety for Ryu. So, I guarantee you, one of 2 things are going to happen, or already will happen. Team Ninja and Platinum Game are going to drip feed DLC content for this game to make up for how bare bones some of that parts of the game are. And they probably will do it. Lord knows that every other Ninja Gaiden game has, but I guarantee you that within a year's time, there's going to be another version of NG4 that addresses a lot of the complaints that I've pointed out and others have pointed out, because they've done that repeatedly, both for good in some cases, like Black for the first game, and not so good versions like Sigma 2 and Black 2, where they took away more than they actually added. And those versions sucked as a result. And then, of course, 3, where, well, they had nowhere to go but up with 3, because default 3 was a pile of shit. So we're almost to the end of the game. And, yeah, I'm gonna cut it off here for part 8, and when I come back with part 9, we will hopefully have time to finish it. And I really want to do that tonight, before tomorrow, if at all possible, because I'd rather not dilly-dally. So, good stream, despite everything. So when I come back, we will do the finale, and I'll give my general review and rating, even though I probably have said much of it already as the game has gone on. But it is what it is. So anyway, I'll be back later with part 9, and hopefully the finale to Ninja Gaiden 4. See y'all then. Be back later.